Alright, let's see how the stream looks. Let's see how it operates. See how it looks. Yep. Coming through clearly. I don't know how the audio sounds yet, but we're gonna figure it out. But this has been a long time since I've streamed. Today we're gonna be playing a game, gentlemen. We're gonna be playing a game. YouTube.com. We are going to see if this game is Unk Slop or not. That's basically what's about to happen. We're going to find out if game is Unk Slop or if it is a good game. We're going to be playing Pathologic, gentlemen. We're going to see if it's Unk Slop. That's the whole deal here. Unk Slop or Secret Jemmy. That's that. Let me get this. I'm just copying a stream link, and then I'm going to open the game up and we're going to get started. But I liked streaming and playing Silent Hill 2 so much. It was very fun to just be able to stream it and play through the game for the first time. And it was a great game, despite being pretty old. So I'm going to do that with this game here. I'm going to just play the whole thing. I don't know if I'll beat it in one sitting. I don't know how long this game is, but I'm just going to stream the game. We're going to see if it's good or not. And I'm just copying a link because I'm going to send the stream to my brother. And then I'm going to get started here. See if it's Unk Slop or not. Yeah, we're going for our real Asmongold vibe here too, as well, you know. I'm copying his style right here by not shaving or getting a haircut. Crazy that the dude got rich playing World of Warcraft, not taking showers. It's really miraculous stuff. Alright. Let's put this down in the put it in the top right. Top left. Okay. And then a game capture. Let's open this up. I'm gonna get really Slavic with the stream here. Aren't you guy who dropped out of high school? How's that going for you? It's going pretty well. It's going pretty good. We're gonna be going to college soon, so pretty good so far. Thank you for asking. Appreciate it. We're gonna play Pathologic. Have you ever heard of this game, Mr. Reduction? This game is about being a Slavic doctor, and apparently all the Slavic people want to kill you because they're Slavic. So we're gonna learn a lot about that today. We're gonna learn about Slavic people and medicine in this game. So let me open this up now and get this situated. Alright, game capture. Where the hell is this game at? Where's this application at? Window capture. No. Bro. Can the fucking application please show? There we go, game.exe, got it. Okay. Put the image off. Game capture. Let's see. Okay, nice. Showing. Okay, good.
Traces of the supernatural reveal themselves more often than intelligent and reasonable men would prefer them to. Chimeras, worshipped by our ancestors centuries ago, crawl back into the light from ancient times. The directors of our fate rain ash down on us from the grey heavens. They conceal themselves beneath us, above us, and among us, staying hidden until we muster up the resolve to meet their malevolent gaze. Having been discovered, they appear in the flesh for a mere moment, and then they expire horribly, wreaking havoc on the world that they rightfully see as their toy.
We're really gonna see if this is Onslaught right now. This is the opening cutscene here. I don't know what these children are doing. Alright. We shall click New Game. Here we go.
So, it's all about trickery to you? Wherever have you come from?
No. I detest trickery. But if we ourselves are to suffer deception, our hands are no longer tied. Where are we?
Well, the muscular contraction is there. Names are already inside of him. This must be one of the ventricles, right here.
What a silly place. It's stuffed. So it's not real for now? I don't think it has started yet.
Does it matter what it's made of? It's definitely struggling. We need to perform sectio transversalis. Cut the wall. There's no other way out.
This is Pathologic.
I know what to do.
This is a game about being a
Those
Russian
who
doctor.
favor hard logic and direct action are bound to be misguided. Only a miracle can set us free without us having to destroy something. And I can do miracles. Just let me.
Will you please be quiet? You're a liar and a thief. Who is going to believe you when you keep lying to yourself? The truth is my shepherd. Whatever happens, I will find answers, and justice will be restored. I will perform the operation. Medica morbo adhibe.
Don't you go all bossy on me, clever clogs. You will act justly, but your justice will blind you and become his demise. This calls for the gentle hand of a surgeon. Step aside, both of you.
Your gentle hands are used to killing, not giving life. You will inevitably do harm. As for Brainy, he has no regard for casualties at all. Neither of you knows compassion.
Yes, it seems unlikely that we'll get along well, but there's only one truth.
Any choice is right as long as it's willed. That's the truth of the matter.
Only the heart will show you the right choice. Stop thinking about yourselves.
Russian
Think of
doctor
the
checking
sick.
in.
He's in pain.
Yeah.
I can't see it yet, but I can feel it.
It's not even a trap. It's a grave. Subipsum funisumus. Can't say I
Yep.
hold a soft spot for it.
When
I
they're
can see that. You're full of hate.
when they're done talking, I'll
Stuff
say
going out its
what's going on
breathing.
here.
I can hear it. It can be healed rather than killed.
You mean you won't become a killer? But you will. Mark my word, that's exactly what will happen. but I can avoid it.
No, we won't ever get along. I suggest we be on our way. The sooner the better.
Off we go then?
Let's go. The clock is ticking.
Yeah, so, okay, the point of the... Isn't Reduction the guy that I used to bully in high school? I don't know. I don't think so. But, the point of this game, right, okay, is like you're a Slavic doctor, okay? And you gotta go to this town where there's a plague and there's, like, demons and shit causing the plague. And you gotta sort of, like, I don't know, try to save everybody. And you gotta figure out what the fuck is causing the plague. Basically, it's just like the average day in a small Slavic village. You know, you got to deal with demons, drunk Slavic people, people trying to kill you because they're Slavic, and yeah, we got to be a doctor, I guess, that tries to fix this. I'm trying to see if this game is Unkslop or not, because this game's from 2005. It's supposed to have a cool story or something, but it's Davos pre-meeting. Yeah, exactly. But we're going to see what happens here. We're going to see if it's any good or not. So we get to pick our character here. We get to play one of these two. But you got to finish the storyline if you want to play the chick, which I don't want to play the chick anyway. Well, we have Bachelor. So I guess I'll read this. So Bachelor, the history of humanity witnessed a number of catastrophes that have demonstrated without a shadow of a doubt the pettiness of human achievement and the triumph of the invincible evil. Outbreaks of infectious disease that have from time to time wiped towns and cities off the map are undoubtedly among those. However smart and virtuous, the people caught up in these destructive events have repeatedly come to the conclusion that it's no use trying to fight these circumstances. The best you can do is bite the bullet and cope with your losses. This is the story of a person who has managed to work a miracle and defeat a seemingly unvanquishable foe. This is the story of Bachelor. Yeah, I'm starting again. I didn't play like more than 2 minutes of the game, Catgo, so literally I'm just starting fresh so I can do this, because all I did was click on a character. So I'm gonna read these. How do they call upon the Menku, the faithful of a wardenkin, known by their hands, for they are butchers, known by their eyes, for they are surgeons. They who follow the lines, they who are the leaders of the kin, they who speak to the Udurgs. They who know the secret arts of Haruspicy. What is a Haruspex? Reading the future in the entrails. He knows that a body bears semblance to the universe. His scalpel follows the lines of the body. His steps follow the lines of his kin's fortune. A Haruspex can tell a true line from a false one entrusted with power. A Haruspex is confused by his path, gets buried into the deep black flesh of the earth. This is the story of a person who has avoided the contradiction, eager to rip a doomed life apart, masterfully fulfilling his true purpose in the process. So this is the fucking surgeon. This is the bachelor student of medicine, and this is the psycho bitch chick. These are the people I deal with in insurance. Russians. Deal with insane Slavic people. Yeah, well, we're gonna play Bachelor, because I want to play the Bachelor story. I don't know, this guy's a little too hardcore for me. I'm gonna play this guy.
Daniil Dankovsky, a bachelor of medicine, was brought here by circumstances most unfortunate.
Salute, Ghost
Dankovsky's life work, his theory challenging the existing notions of human mortality, is being harshly persecuted by the powers that be. Suddenly, a letter arrives from a colleague suggesting that there is previous undiscovered evidence which may support Dankovsky's claims.
So we're Dankovsky.
There is a settlement, the letter says, ruled by an extraordinary man who may well be seen as objective proof of Dankovsky's daring hypothesis. Grasping at straws of hope, Dankovsky decides to follow what he believes to be the sign of divine providence. Without further ado, he sets off for the settlement. Late at night, Bachelor arrives in the town. As he seeks room and board, he gets to know a girl called Eva Yan and stays at her place till dawn.
Yeah. This is us. We're Daniel Dankovsky. Blitz! I'm Daniel Dankovsky! Suka! Faces look so fucking uncanny. Dankovsky. Hey. As of today, my mission remains obscure. The examination of Simon Kane, who is rumored to be a man of incredible longevity, may shake the very foundation of modern thanatology and challenge the existent notions of death itself. However, even if this undying Leviathan proves to be more than a fairy tale, the mere confirmation of his existence won't suffice to prevent the powers that be from shutting our laboratory down. I need to figure out the most fruitful approach. Simon is a well-respected man, and if he mistakes my interest for effrontery, it would be nigh impossible to convince him to help me break new ground in the field of human vitality. Alright, so we gotta find the undying man, gentlemen. We gotta see if he's real. By the end, day 1, by the end of which Bachelor finds himself battling a truly unvanquishable foe. Okay, so this is our first day. Alright. So we're playing the game now, guys. Here's a bedside table. Drugs. Okay, there's nothing in here. I have drugs, though. I'm a doctor, that's right, I have drugs. Do I have ketamine? Can I give people ketamine? Was ketamine invented way back in the day? Does anyone know when ketamine was invented? Okay, we're not gonna sleep. We're gonna go move around. That's right, the doors are here. Give him the 1-2.
Yes.
Okay. What's up, bitch? Okay, maybe I shouldn't do this, but okay. You can't punch women. You can't.
What is there to talk about now?
You can't punch women. Okay, it's fine.
I had a feeling you would come.
Okay, did the sounds from outside wake you up too? There was a terrible groan and then something snapped loudly. No, I fell asleep so quickly I didn't even notice. It's like I fainted. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about, bitch? I think there are strangers in the backyard by the pond. They're unlikely to be planning mischief, but I have a bad feeling about this. I'm afraid to go out to them. I hope they go away soon and stop disturbing our sleep. I'd like to thank you for the hospitality for the board and bed, or what do you think they're planning? I think I'm gonna say this. Thank you. I sincerely hope you have everything you need, because I'm very happy to have you here. Daniel, is it? Yes. Could you please tell me where your ruler, Simon Kane, is? How do you know who I am? Gloria is the messenger riding ahead of the man, a celebrity from the capital, Bachelor Dankovsky, the founder of Thanatica, the man who challenges death. Of course we've heard about you. Glory is undeserved yet, but I hope that getting to know your ruler will give me a chance to live up to expectations. Death. So that's the enemy you've chosen for yourself. Isn't it hard? I don't think anyone has managed to defeat that evil yet. Millions of doctors defeated it in certain singular occasions, but my enemy is more fearsome. It is death itself rather than a singular case of death. I don't understand. I don't understand. I can barely understand it myself. Could death only seem inevitable to us, but in reality be nothing more than a whim of the will that had shaped this world? That is the question. So where is the key to my victory? It's not far. The cane lives at the crucible on the bridge square. But could I please offer you a piece of advice? Go on. Simon has 2 younger brothers. The eldest of the 2, Georgie, he's called the Judge by the locals. Visit him first. He isn't asleep. He'll teach you how to speak with Simon. The youngest of 3 is Victor. His daughter Maria also wanted to see you. It's probably important. Was it she who knew about my arrival beforehand? Yes, she told me about it privately. Talking to her is no simple task. Maria is that kind of person. She puts on airs, but that's just how the Canes are. It was Maria who told me that she would help you defeat death. That's the precise wording. What a coincidence. Alright, thank you for the advice. Go on, and I'll prepare everything for your return. Do come back after you speak to the Canes. They will probably do a lot of things that will puzzle you and put you on guard. I will have some advice that may be of help to you if you need it. Okay, I'll come back. Cool. Simon Kane. The mysterious Maria, Victor Kane's daughter. Okay. A man called... This is a map, so just open the map for me. Where's the brother at? I want to go find the brother. Right here, the crucible. Oh yeah. Alright, cool.
Can you feel how rapid my heartbeat is?
Some sort of ominous singing outside? Okay. So Daniel Dankovsky's, he totally just laid pipe, what you're telling me. Midnight encounter provided me with a lovely companion and temporary lodging. I think that's like an innuendo. Alright, well let's go out to the harsh Slavic outside. What the fuck is this shit? Yo, I might have to throw hands with these demons? What's going on here? Halt, I'm gonna have to teach you about the technicalities of the setting, the time and the place. It's not essential, but that's just how it is. The actor has been prepared before he goes on stage, or else he'll fall down the aisle and stumble upon the prompt box. That would look mighty silly, wouldn't you agree? Who are you? An actor in a tragic mime show. That's unimportant. Will you listen to me or not? Alright. Time flies by. It cannot be stopped or turned back. Night follows day, which are then followed by nights. Things happen without any regard for whether you're there to witness them. Don't expect anyone to wait for you. Most events can be missed. And so it makes sense for you to visit places that you care about regularly. You'll find the people that will play major roles in your fate there. They stand out from common folks. The rest are just a crowd shot, a background, a bunch of extras. As it has always been. Indeed. Still, it's best to avoid hasty judgments. It's a paradox, you see. Don't try to care too much for the lives of these bound to stand out people, and don't be too dismissive of the silent crowd. Both extremes will end in tragedy. Why is that? The world cares for your reputation, a fine and crucial instrument. Your reputation changes the world you see. Bird is a mirror, wouldn't you agree? So a bad reputation can get you into a lot of trouble. For example, Oh, I need to describe. You've got a vivid imagination. Everything changes from mystical aspects to mundane things, like the people you need to be treating you badly. How many enemies you've got, how high the price is right, how bad your dreams are. Lots of things. Sorry prospects, so how do I maintain my reputation? Really? How is that even a question? Same as anywhere. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not betray, do not steal, do not covet, do not be an asshole, do not get caught. The rules are the same everywhere. A truly selfless deed, like risking something for thy neighbor, even a person who lives quite far away, can help in a dire situation. I see. Really? Good for you then. As for me, I can't see anything in this mask. I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, don't get too worked up about human lives, and don't put too much stock in others' words, including mine. He who trusts everyone is asking to be deceived. Definitely. Alright. Who the fuck is this guy? Venerable Bachelor, please be so kind as to linger for a minute. This conversation won't take too much of your time, especially since time stops during dialogues, at least during the important ones, and our dialogue is extremely important. You need to know how to play after all, don't you? Who are you? Poor tragedy, and if you please, a victim of circumstance just like you. You're mistaken. I am the director, the person in charge of the situation. I'm not a random actor. Of course you aren't. You're a living, breathing man, as is evidenced from the condition and status. As you experience hunger, thirst, and fatigue. You suffer from pain, wounds, and disease. You're so lifelike. You have to eat, drink, sleep, and rest, and to make mistakes. The latter being the most definitive proof of my human nature, wouldn't you agree? If I may, I would like to point out just how important it is to keep an eye on your condition. If you get dizzy or unnaturally sluggish, do have it checked. Vital processes tend to run faster during emergencies than in everyday life. I know a person who died of stress but was diagnosed with starvation. It happens. I can testify to that as a doctor. Need I remind a wise man like you of the fact that hunger is sated with food? Food can be found in shops, and shops can be found in ordinary houses that are marked with specific signs. Sleep, however, is more complicated. People only sleep in beds and only in private residencies around here. I'm sorry, but that's just how our world works. Yes, the world is unjust. Quite silly, if you forgive me for saying. Speaking of commerce, different shops sell different items at different prices, making sure you don't get cheated. People can be quite brazen around here. You can also barter with the folk on the street. Some things may be nothing more than trinkets to you, but others would be willing to part their life's blood for them. Blood, okay. Yes, blood. It's not my place to lecture, but if you, following your Hippocratic oath, you ever consider easing someone's pain, feel free to just approach them with a suitable drug. You will see their pain receding before your eyes. The sick fall asleep when they're close to recovery, don't they? Or when they're close to their ultimate rest. Still, helping the hopeless will grant you a good reputation. You will be seen as a benefactor willing to part with the precious sleeping draught or a painkiller for a simple bystander. Anything else? No, not yet. Show me the way to Simon's house. Turn left now, then walk along the alley. You will see the cathedral and the 3 mansions across the bridge square. Simon lives in the one closest to the river. Thank you. Okay, so these guys are like the tutorial guys. They teach you how to play the game. Okay, these are the fuckers who are causing a ruckus by the pond. Of course, it's a Slavic guy fucking smoking a cigarette with his demon. He's hanging out with the fucking demon, of course. Can I go talk to him? Yo, what's up, man? What do you want? This ain't your business. What is this creature? An Odong, duh. That's what all the caterpillar breeders look like. Crude and unshapely and unfinished, don't you know? Wherever you came from, an intruder? All them cattle breeders look like crude and unshapely and unfinished, don't you know? Wherever you came from, an intruder, huh? Can I talk to the Odong? This worm feels sick, head packed, blood boiling, belly freezing. Let the worm warm up. Let him take rest. Don't touch us, we're dangerous. Okay, so some sort of dangerous, evil creature. This music is like funky as fuck. It's fucking groovy. Alright, we gotta go here. I don't know how to sprint in this game. I don't think you can sprint. Can I just break into random houses? I don't think that would be very reputable. I don't think that would be very reputable of me, a doctor. I'm so fucking lost already. Is this the road? Hold on. Hey, bro. Give me some directions. More than one town here. The first one is called the Bull Project. The second one, the Offspring. It's the districts. I mean, the residential part itself, not so long ago. The town also dropped anchor across the river. I wouldn't go so far as call that a district, too. It's just the polyhedron. Well, just kind of came about the Gullet and the Guzzle, the Gorkon's tributaries divide the town in 3 parts. Each of them consists. Oh, here's hoping none of it comes up today. Alright. This is a lot of shit to learn. Let me go ask this guy where Simon Kane is again. Okay, can you tell me out, bro? No, you won't talk to me. Bro, talk to me. Oh my god. Okay, fine, fuck it. Map, so this is going out of the gate. Just go straight up the street. Just straight up the street, okay. Cathedral's gonna be right there. Straight down the street. What is that fucking indicator on the top left? As well. Okay, there's the cathedral, so the Simon Kane's house is on the side here. Who's this chick? Is she okay? Okay. Okay, so the one on the right is the Crucible. Simon Kane lives there. And the woman lives in the middle house. I was told Victor Kane is in here, and I can talk to him, and he'll tell me how to talk to his brother.
I fear that Simon's death is a symbolic event.
The famous Dr. Dankovsky. Your arrival is a great honor for us. Victor Kane at your service. Daniel Dankovsky at your service. I foresee that the things that have become ordinary for us will probably make you feel uncomfortable or disturbed. I'd like to compensate for that impression. You know, our small community has fallen out of the loop. Time leaves us behind. What do you mean? I mean the traditions. Games that we play with passion will most likely be of no interest to you. The people you meet here may seem eccentric, naive, or even somewhat deranged. Please take it easy on us. Don't judge us too strictly. I will do my best not to disappoint you. Hopefully we'll be able to work in an atmosphere of mutual trust.
I feel as though my blood is getting thicker. An omen, is it not?
Georgie is waiting for you, my friend. He has news for you that I will find surprising. I only ask you one thing. Don't be too... what does he want from me? We'll explain it better himself. We put too many hopes in your arrival. The echo of these hopes can lead him to an offer you rather What is it? Not exactly in your line of work, and yet if we believe certain source which we deem quite untrustworthy, it appears that you are the only person that can help our family. We'll be great. Alright, I'll speak to Georgie. Wait. You're supposed to tell
I
me...
fear that Simon's death is a symbolic event.
Okay. Bro was supposed to tell me about his fucking brother, and now I gotta go talk to Georgie. It's like, okay, well, what the fuck is Georgie gonna tell me, bro? Where's Georgie? Where the fuck is Georgie, then? Simon Kane's in there. This is a lot of shit to remember. Hold up. Is there a notebook? No, there's no note. There's no notebook. This is all shit you just have to remember. Factory building, boiler. First block, the abattoir. Okay, this is gonna be a fucking nightmare. This is gonna be a fucking nightmare to remember everything. I was told to go talk to Victor Kane by her, and that he would tell me how to talk to the lady. Okay, now I gotta talk to this bitch. Is that a sword? A wooden sword. Can't just rob people either, right? I'm not allowed to just rob people. I'm trying to be doctorly and shit. Alright, woman. What are you gonna say?
There's more life in me that can be lived.
You resemble an adventurer rather than a doctor. Appearances can be deceiving. Don't flatter yourself. My desires have nothing to do with that. I simply saw you take us all by the throat. What else did you see in that dream? I'll tell you when I think I can trust you. Hope that happens soon.
Oh, mother.
I have to
Why
tell
can't
you,
you be
but I
here
dare
with
not.
us?
Until you meet my Uncle Georgie, otherwise he'll rip my tongue out for disclosing a secret. They make much more sense than you may think. This is not a game, as if for all this is holy. Do not speak to my uncle and then come back to me. Otherwise... Do speak to my uncle and then come back to me. Otherwise the excruciating... Where's your uncle now? Close at hand, just next door. Go to the wing that's closer to the river. Its roof is shaped like a crown. Okay. Its roof is shaped like a crown. Where is he?
It came from below the ground. For many years.
Close at hand, just next door. Go to the wing that's closer to the river. Its roof is shaped like a crown. Okay. Alright. So this guy's gonna make a deal with me. He's gonna make a deal with me. Just next door. Probably that building right there, then. This is Simon Kane's house. Where's the river? Right here. The river's right here. Let's go this way. These people are fucking weird, man. And there's already demon monsters and shit in town. That's kind of shaped like a crown. That's not shaped like a crown. What the fuck is that? What? Okay, he's closer to the river, so he's the door closest to the river. So what, like over here? Is there a door over on this side? No. I'm just gonna talk to Simon Kane, bro. Fuck it. I don't know where this guy's at. I'm not gonna get lost. Just talk to Simon Kane, bro.
I'm too old.
Oh, it is Georgie.
Nothing can harm me anymore.
Most venerable doctor, it is with great impatience that we have been expecting you. You need not delve into the minutiae of your business with us, since our family is well acquainted with your scholarly work. We are also quite aware of the difficulties you are experiencing and well prepared to do our utmost to support you. It hurts me all the more to be the one to inform you that Simon, my co-sanguineous brother, the creator, keeper, embodiment of all that surround us, has been murdered. Damn it, why did it happen right before I got here? Precisely. Why did it happen just before your arrival? Are you asking yourself the same question? Maybe you don't see any connection between my arrival and the murder. In fact, I do see a connection. However, do not mistake it for a thought that it was you who murdered him. What do you know? My brother was murdered last night under the strangest of circumstances. For all the mystery surrounding his death, I'd rather eschew the notion that his departure was connected to whoever had visited Simon that evening. This visitor is a man of laudable rectitude and an old friend of our family. There are witnesses to testify that he and Simon did nothing but converse. Who was the visitor? Someone you know quite well. The man whom my brother saw last night was your colleague, Isidore Barak. Was he not the very person to advise you to come here as well? Yes. Isidore has done more than he thinks. I have a lingering feeling that time itself is using uncontestable powers to further its own intentions. What do you think? I'm no fatalist. Kind of always like time, nature, and fate deprive man of responsibility for what goes on around him. I was taught to avoid this worldview. Yeah, I'm not a fatalist. Could be that my mind is clouded by sorrow, but I cannot escape the feeling that your arrival was no coincidence. Your choice was made for you, my dear doctor. Let us not blame fate for it. Isidore wrote to you without making us aware. He took a risk that could have displeased our family. Really? Even though we were uncertain of when you had arrived, my brother was looking forward to meeting you. The tragedy may have been a consequence of the actions he took in preparation for your arrival. Someone has taken a powerful piece from the chessboard, a piece upon which your position here depended. It is doubly regrettable that Simon was playing on your side. To grant you victory over death, was it not your ultimate aspiration? To help you, Simon seemed to have played a very dangerous game with fate itself. He went out of his way to provide you with a body of evidence. What did he do? It is of no importance to me what he exactly did. He took another leap for the stars and paid a terrible price for it. I repeat, he was murdered. The subject of importance here is the identity of the murderer. Everything has gone to rack and ruin. I wish I could take vengeance upon the person who ripped the life away from this man. Do you want to help us, Doctor? Find the murderer for us. My brother Victor, who is in the right wing next door, would share some of his thoughts on the matter. Help us, and reward will not disappoint you. Indeed, it seems there are many coincidences. Your brother murderer can just as well be called the murderer of Bachelor Dankovsky. I will help you in every way I can. I need some time to get my act together. I suspect you are not aware that these developments render my whole life work null and void. Homina. Wow.
In growing old, we become more foolish.
No one, that's the problem. Simon had no enemies. However, my brother Victor can shed some light on the grim circumstances that have to do this. How shall I put this? Some preternatural relationship with my brother. Shared with several. Let us leave mysticism aside. I have every reason to suspect that a few of my compatriots know the answer to this murderous riddle. My brother Victor seems to share my opinion. Some of the townspeople know a lot. For a variety of reasons, they will never reveal what they know to a king. You, on the other hand, they will be only too happy to talk to. Alright, I'll speak to Victor. Where can I find him? The Victor's other wing of the house. We'll also discuss your reward with you. Alright, cool. Awesome. So the dude is dead. We came here to find an immortal man, and the immortal man is dead. Oh boy. Oh buddy. Oh boy. Can I go talk to the chick now? I guess I'll talk to her after.
Perhaps old Gimsky is setting a trap for this newly arrived Haruspect.
So you have agreed to help? I have. They ask why. The killer's goals seem to align astonishingly well with the goals of those who have been waging a war against my work for years. When was Simon last seen? He sent Isidore home, then an hour later he came to this hall to see us. He announced his plans to withdraw, to focus, and receive no one. He told us not to approach the focus and to fast for a week, partaking of neither meat nor water. Then in the morning he was found dead. How was he found? The servants discovered him in the morning. The room had been ransacked. Everything that was breakable had been broken. His disfigured, contorted body bore signs of terrible suffering. His neck was twisted. His spine was broken, I think. No one has touched the body. He is currently inside the focus and will remain there for the prescribed amount of time. What's this focus place? Hard to explain. It's a study, if you will, an extraordinarily spacious, creative laboratory, almost perfectly sealed off, except for the door that was visible at all times, metaphorically speaking. I don't understand. It's like an equation or a mirror puzzle. Anyway, the murderer could not have been hiding there. Take my word for it. Well, Simon did get in there somehow. He could perform far more impressive feats. There's a reason why the whole town revered him. Alright. So how can I help you? Take a look around. Trust your intuition. Do whatever you like. Speak to whoever you feel you need to. Look for the murderer, doctor, and you will find them. Keep looking till the last breath. I am sure your rational thinking will help you. So Isidore is the only lead. How can I find him? My daughter will advise you better. Her name is Maria. For several days she's been obsessed with some design that is somehow related to your arrival. Yes, don't be surprised. She knew beforehand that you were coming. Find explanations for everything that's going on here eventually. Really, that's good. Anyway, Maria believes that several bound people will play a special role in your fate. Before you leave this place, of course, perhaps it is them you should ask for help. Where does he live? I'll show you, but you must be careful. Simon's murderer, whoever they are, could not be an ordinary person. I can't imagine them even being a person. I fear it could only be fate, wearing the guise of a mysterious monster. I don't believe in... Okay, this is where Isidore Barak lives. Alright. So I gotta go talk to Maria now. And then we go fucking investigate what's up with Barack Obama. This game's making me sleepy. Tourniquet. Alpha tablets. Morphine. The universal has strong analgesic and sedative effect. Used for heavy injuries, acute pain, and in preparation for surgery. Reduces fatigue and increases health when sleeping. The effect lasts for 10 hours. Merodrom, a painkiller rather than a sleeping draught. Restores a small amount of health, good for restoring strength during sleep. Merodrom has a strong sedative effect and induces sleep even during excruciating pain. The effect lasts 5 hours. Okay. So drugs. We have drugs.
Did you see anything weird on your way here?
Now listen closely. The time for collusions, secrets, and alliances has come. I am going to ask something of you, and I am not used to that. I'm used to holding the reins, but you are not harnessed, so it would be unacceptable to address you in this manner. I find solace in the fact that my request will be welcome with you. It fits the style of your venture. I'm not an adventurer, and my job is no venture. Yes, you'd better be polite. I don't take kindly to orders. I'm a creature of liberty. I'll tell this bitch. I apologize if my words come across as mangled and silly. I'm truly not used to asking, but the nature of my request demands complete and selfless humility. Just imagine me banging and kneeling, and believe me, I do feel that way. No need to kneel. What did you want to talk about? Today's death was the first, but it won't be the last. Simon has opened the score of irreplaceable victims. Soon, their numbers will multiply. I beg you to preserve the lines of several people. When the lines of their fortune cross yours, before any of them dies, there will be a moment when you will be able to intervene. I know that for a fact. Okay, who are these people? That doesn't matter. What was destined to happen will happen. You can be whatever you want to be, but not a coward choosing to hear no evil and run away from reality. I will give you a list of those I know. These people are bound to you. What in the world is going on? Are you trying to flirt with me? That's funny. Bound? There's a tight spring of power within each of these people. Each of them can break the routine of human existence and become something greater. They are standing on the verge of their humanity, gazing into the realm where they could serve a different, higher purpose without even knowing it. Moreover, they are bound to make the leap in one way or another. That's why we call them simply the bound. When and how are these people supposed to die? Bound to die? No, need to shy away from it. That is also implied. How and when will they die? I don't know. I'm not a mistress yet. The future is not as clear to me as I would prefer. But I can feel the present. I can already distinguish a dubious guess from the pulse of the precise knowledge devoid of word and images. These people are bound to you. Your lives are connected. I wouldn't have asked you to take care of them otherwise. Are you clairvoyant or something? Ah, yes. You haven't been told, have you? Didn't even cross my mind that someone may be unaware of my abilities. No one here dares doubt them, but they are evident. Yes, the mistress of every ruling house possesses special abilities. I am learning to see the future and transform the present. I don't believe in these types of thoughts. Will you comply with my request? Will you save the lives of the people I name you to? Answer me before going back to Ava. I know Ava, she wanted to safeguard you from nocturnal intrigues, doesn't she? She strives to touch the mysteries of our family, to learn the game we're playing. We'll talk to her. Perhaps the two of you will manage to uncover some bits and pieces of the Kane's dark conspiracy against humanity. If she haven't given me an answer, what will it be? Save people's lives. Okay. Georgie Kane, Victor Kane, Andre Stomaton, Peter Stomaton, Maria Cana, Avion.
I'm feverish. What can it be?
No one has ever told you of your fate. I will be the first. You must know that I admire you in advance, regardless of the outcome. You will fight a foe that few can defeat. Is this a prophecy? You will clash with the foe like a dragon slayer, but your weapon will turn against you, striking at the heart. You will end up with your own flesh torn. Every drop of blood you squeeze out of that heart will turn into a gulp of yours. If your foe escapes you, penetrates you, or saddles you, you will hear malicious laughter in your ears, and my crestfallen weeping. So it's about the murderer. Well, I will make them... Okay. Oh, the boys are back. The boys are back in town. What's up? Town is small and rather unexceptionalism, but there are all kinds of people here. The simple folk and the more remarkable ones. The former will tell you more than they know. The latter know way more than they're ever going to let out. Keep a close eye on them. Your victory depends on it. There are 20-something of them, easily distinguished by their lodgings or their presence. They are called by many names: the Bound, the Fated, the Adherents, the Gobo Taglur, the Town Circle. Simon preferred their company to any other. Why? Because it is they that will decide the fate of this town. You know, don't be distracted by the fact that some of them look insignificant or reputable. They will earn their worth. Just give them time. They're more important. Okay. Why are you telling me this? Each day, one of them will try death by the tooth. Each will put their life at risk, and each one that dies is important. Some of them may take keys to the victory to the grave. Mind that keys are yours, while the grave is theirs. Others will do the opposite. Don't waste your chance. Condemn someone who might get in your way. Okay, alright. Dropping you more hints would be cheating. Shutting up now. Allow me to conclude then. Each bound you save will influence the finale of your adventure. Each of them has their own goals and motives. It may so happen that those who seek a different ending survive. And then, well, you've been warned. Okay. So some of these people are bad, and they're trying to stop me. There's something in particular we feel the urge to warn you about. When you speak to the Bound, please choose your words carefully. Do not worry. You will easily be able to make out what kind of person is standing before you, an observant man that you are, so use that skill when dealing with the Bound. Some of them, indeed, are worth insulting, whereas others need to be treated with the utmost respect. No idea what you're talking about. Every line you utter will have consequences. News spreading rapidly around you. You spoil your reputation in one place, you'll have to reap what you have sown in another. Restore your good name in the south, and you'll receive a warmer welcome in the north. They will heed every word you say, and you'll be rewarded. Not by means of money, I hope. A handful of money. It's not a dialogue feat, don't get me wrong. Never refuse to take small sums of money from the Bound. That would not belittle you in any fashion, but would rather demonstrate that you appreciate their local customs. Alright, I'll keep the local customs in mind. Alright, I need to go fucking talk to Igor. These people are weird. Strange fucking people. Where's Igor at? He's all the way over there. I'm supposed to go back to Ava, but I kind of want to go talk to Igor right now. What the fuck? What am I hearing? So there's 20 like main NPCs in the game is kind of what I'm gathering. I don't like the Canes. I don't like the Canes in this game. The Canes are bad. I don't know. There's something fucking weird about them. I don't want to save the Canes. I don't like the Canes, bro. This is day one. The fuck is this dude doing? He's creeping around. Hey, what's up, bro? I like the way you're crip walking. Are you good? For 'tis her wrath that has to be with her. Oh, friend, if only I could get wet my whistle, I'd gladly give you anything on earth, chilly spring water. I don't know how to get this guy water. I mean, I'd love to have bandages, but I don't know how to get that guy water, so I'm just gonna do my business here, man. These guys are literally like fucking crip walking around. An empty bottle is required. Okay, that's how you get water. I don't have any fucking money to start with, though. How the fuck am I gonna make money, bro? I gotta make Dankovsky turn a trick, bro. This is blocked off. Okay. I'm tired of endless construction work. We want some quiet. Is there a lot of construction going on? No, a lot, but I cannot shrug away the feeling that the world is changing all too quick. The rulers invite architects from the capital. They turn everything upside down. It's fun for the children, but a torment for us. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. Could you mend my clothes? Are my clothes even jacked up? Like, well, why would I need him to mend my clothes? Kerosene? What is this shit? 1472? I don't even know what that means. Is that germs or something? When do I have to eat? Like, what's the... No, I don't want sticky keys just because I pressed shift a bunch of times. So the music just changed. This is a random house. The main house is right here. How the fuck do I get in there? Do I go through an alleyway here? Oh yeah, like this. What the fuck? Where's the door at? Over here. The door's on the other side, huh? Just Okay. Here we are once again. No one's asking. Gotta smoke? Who are you? Tell me anything about it. I'm a factory worker. The owner treats us like dirt, though. Well, I got my own house. Otherwise, I would have been stuck in the husk with the rest of them. No going out. Not even to buy bread. You just sit there and gnaw on what you stockpiled beforehand. They're completely off their rocker. What are you talking about? Determinatarian. Why? For what sins? Did we not handle the workload well enough? That might be so. But still, what are we to do? Nah, home is best. Feels nice to have one. It'll all work out. You're gonna be fine, bro. Who's this guy? They keep going after the wrong people. What about you, Doc? Can you tell a man-eating Mara when you see one? Absolutely cruel, and everyone's going mad for her. A man-eating what? Everybody's looking for Mara. Well, they say no one believes in her, but everybody's keeping an eye over their shoulder. You know how they paint Mara. There's a girl warming her hands with her loose hair, all lithe and nimble, and then she bends back, peeks at you, and bam, her face is all twigs. Huh? You believe in this kind of monster? No, come on, I'm an adult man. On the other hand, pigs fly and all, you know? Simon can live for 200 years, why can't Amara suck his life out, using her twigs as sipping straws? You're a funny man, Bob. Funny guy. Cool guy. Who's this dude? Man. This is the house, right? Oh, it's the wrong house. Houses are here. What is going on here? Foul murder has occurred here this night. No authorized act. Who was killed? Shirley might be looking to get us all killed. Isidore could cure anything. He also knew how to make cuts or incisions because he was a warden. He knew his lines all right. Like I said, it all makes sense. Whoever killed Simon took Isidore's life too, and this is merely the beginning. What makes you think the two cases are connected? Only the beginning. What makes you so sure? Well, who would have the heart to attack such men? If you had asked me yesterday, I'd have told you no one would dare inflict such an ugly wound on this town. But if there is someone, it has to be just that. Someone. Although it looks fishy if you ask me. This thing was no man. That's what I think. Explain yourself. See, this murderous deal is all mysterious. There was a talon stuck in the victim's chest. Go ahead, bend your arm at the elbow, good sir. Yeah, like that. There you go. That's how long it was. It broke off. There was dust on the floor for the deceased had been renowned stepwalker. And the dust was all covered in hoof step and like traces of sharp bone, I guess, as if someone was using a walking stick around here. I'm telling you, it's her, the Shabnaka deer, the clay man-eater. We've been assigned a post by Alexander, the head of the Saburov family. His house is in decline right now, but it's still powerful and very much respected. For it is they that have been responsible for maintaining worldly order and public safety in this town since olden days. Please kindly address your concerns to him. There's their rod. You just take that road up there and get to the cave. As for me, I'm not authorized to let you in. Should have said that from the start. The rod. The mansion of Katerina and Alex Saburov. Alright. So, Dr. Man just got killed. So, the last guy who just saw the guy who we... Everybody's getting fucking killed, bro. What am I... Who do I get to talk to? When do I get money? When do I get a gun? Okay? These people are driving me fucking crazy, bro. Give me a gun. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe in this Slavic village, okay? I don't feel safe. I don't want to be here. These people are crazy. Alright? So what do you sell, bro? I have kerosene and a hook. Oh, this is what he sells. He sells kerosene and a hook. And not only because it's sharp, a hook is somewhat grim element of local children's... Ah. Okay, so I can give children a hook. What are you looking at me like that for? We all know about you. What's up? A soul and a halves got an opportunity to catch their breath. This is good. Now everyone will have the time to prepare. Otherwise, we'd have to mourn our boys. The soul and a halves. What the fuck is she talking about? It's just a catchy name. Notkin says it because it's each familiar. A cat, a dog, a crow, or grass. Half a soul more than a normal person. Is that a game? It's a lifestyle, larger than life. If you join the soul and a halves, you have to adopt a pet. As you raise it, you change. Then, when it's grown, it gets the other way around. Your half begins to take care of you. And so you are always together, bound forever. And what if the animal dies? I don't know. No half has ever died before. What kind of soul and a half are you if your familiar can die? They wouldn't let you in the first place. Naturally. Okay. So there's a club that raises pets here. Trash cans? Whoa! Knife? No. Okay. That's my scalpel. The medicine shop? I don't know what the fuck this symbol means, bro. Is this what is this? Poison? How the fuck am I supposed to know what this means, bro? Peter Starmenton's studio. The Trammel, Yulia. Okay. The Willows, Anna Angel's house. Okay. Brother. What am I supposed to do here? The polyhedron.
The outcome was to be expected, I'm afraid. Simon was doomed.
So I finally get to see you. Yes, you really do look like a messenger of sorrowful times. In any case, welcome to the Rod. Our meeting is quite significant in a way. Facing the changes with open eyes and taking their first blow is my duty. Do you think we're on the verge of an especially unhappy era? No, grim events have clouded our existence since last summer. The country has cured its war wounds. Commercial communications have been repaired. Astrologists expect nothing ill. Do you hold astrologists' opinions in high regard? Absolutely not.
Neither the sun nor death can be looked at without winking.
So you've come to meet with Simon, have you? What can I do for you now? Been murdered? Yes, looks like the murderer is always one step ahead of you, doesn't it? The same one that took Simon's life too, at least. That's the conclusion suggested by the information at my disposal. Same pattern, same signature. Were there any traces? Look, I haven't been there myself. I'm quite content with interrogating suspects, especially since we already know who we're after. You can join the hunt, by the way. I can describe his features. Who is it, then? You wouldn't believe it, his own son. The fellow came back after being away for quite a while. His father had sent him to study surgery when he was but a greenhorn. Quite a lot of talent he learned. A wandering scholar turned evil to the bone, all of that just to grab the inheritance. Wait, how did you figure that out? In all honesty, it's hard to explain to an outsider like you. Do you believe in such a thing as clairvoyance? Bachelor? No. Well, you should get to know my wife then. Or better yet, those who have already had opportunities to witness the power of her prophecies. Former doubters, first and foremost, rationalists. She's got something to say to you, too, by the way. So your wife called out Isidor's son specifically. There are very few good analysts in our town. Everyone is more or less superstitious here, except for one Yulia Luracheva, perhaps a most level-headed and reasonable person, the only person to remain skeptical about Katerina's powers, too. Not a shadow of doubt, she has her own picture of events. She always does. What is this Yulia? She came here with an engineering team to the town. Was being rebuilt. Did logistics or maybe communications, not sure. They said she's a true expert in her field. Smart, yes, a polymath. Then the team left, but she stayed. She has my respect, but not my fondness. Very well, I'll speak to this Yulia. The intelligent Yulia. Okay, so she's a skeptic.
I will restore the order here, rest assured.
Straightforward this time, and you really shouldn't look down on my wife's talents with such skepticism, although you'll come around soon. Hopefully your lack of faith won't end up being costly for you. Time is running short. Where does the information come from, then? I don't think you're aware of the fact that Isildur came to me last night just after he'd returned and warned me that there were some ominous events ahead of us. Took some unofficial warnings and upcoming takeover. You took measures? Evidently I've mobilized the patrols. But I'm not insane. Engineering Isildur's murder, as a matter of fact, really strong independent kin under. Way more useful to me. Because that would weaken the power of the Honorable Vladislav Olgimsky, who's pocketed the economy of the whole town. He'd rather see that the kin is dumb and speechless herd. And come to think of it, well, I'm sure you understand where this is going. Oh my god. Where's this bitch wife at? I don't really want to go talk to the skeptic lady. I'm gonna be real. I want to go investigate the fucking murder. Can they let me go investigate the fucking murder, please? The murder scene? Can I go see the fucking murder? Because there's no way his fucking son did it if they're literally looking at the body and they're like, oh, it was a fucking monster. There's a giant talon sticking out of his chest. Oh yeah, it was totally his fucking son then. Totally his son. If he has a giant fucking talon sticking out of his chest. Like, what is this? What is this? Like a comedy, bro? Like, what are we talking about? Here, let me in, bro. Let me in. Locked. So I can't go in. I'm not allowed to go in. I think I chose the wrong dialogue option then. If I can't go in. Oh my god, dude. So far, everyone's telling me they're a fucking psychic. And I can't catch a break, man. They're all telling me they're fucking psychic. And I have to go back and forth. And back and forth. It's like, dude, can somebody fucking give me some money and a gun so I feel safe around here? And when do I get to start doing doctor shit? When do I start giving people morphine and fucking Benadryl and shit? Like, when am I gonna start doing doctor shit? Because right now I'm more of an investigator than a doctor. Where the fuck am I? This is the shitty freaking mansion. When does my character start getting hungry? When do I see the hunger? 1509. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is money. I'm picking up money off the ground. That is my money. I'm rich! I'm rich! I have $1,500 I just picked up off the ground. 2 more for the road. Locked? Okay. I'm rich, bro. I'm rich. What's this shit? Wow! Wow!
That's it. There's nothing left here. Run. Run!
The uni, were you juggling knives on the table? It's time when we got better. Those bastards, eh? And you sat there all quiet. But when the tables went down, you grabbed the shooters. Yeah, I remember. Very brave of you. Those are the days. And look at me now. Those are the days, and in case you've forgotten. Audrey Starverton, sentenced to death in 4 countries at your service. Rejoice and sing, those of you who are not looking for me to die. What are you sentenced to death for? You're not going to believe it. For my creations, the Downgate, the Alley of Heroes Ensemble, the other Stay Around, the House, it's really renounced by the World Association of Architects. Even though it's always been my little brother and me, I am usually the one taking the beating. Really, I didn't even know all those things were your works. It's an honor to meet you.
Oh, I would have let my fists loose if not for these pins.
Who's this guy sell? Okay. I bought a watch. What? I bought a watch. Why is my watch not doing anything? Okay, let me go talk to the hooker. Okay, she doesn't talk. Classic. Hookers don't talk. So I bought a watch, and I didn't need a watch because I can just tell the time without a watch, apparently. It's great. I want to buy some coffee, too. Why not? Fuck it. Coffee's good in emergencies, I guess. Here, give me some coffee. What do you sell, bro? A piece of light fabric used for moving around in infected areas in order to prevent accidents or tactile contact with infected particles and surfaces. A single-use item. Yeah, it's usually thrown away before entering a building. Okay. I mean, maybe it's useful. Dude, just start buying shit, you know? You know how it is? Just start buying shit. V. Okay. I guess I'll buy this too, why not? I got a bunch of junk in my inventory. I have a fucking bunch of junk. But maybe the drapery will be useful? I don't know. I'm just buying shit and we're seeing if this junk is going to be worth anything. So far, this game is really not doing it for me. Because I'm just kind of I'm trying to solve a mystery here, but it's a lot of fucking information without a notebook. I'm going to literally start writing shit down in a notebook. Okay, so this is the skeptic. This lady's a skeptic. This guy right here is, he runs the cops. This guy was the doctor. Okay, so it's giving me little information tidbits here. But that's like, I don't know, man. Alright.
I'm afraid it's natural. Simon was doomed.
I seem to have lost any capacity for observation. My mind is out of tune. Things no longer add up. Before I had no trouble forming a trustworthy tessellation out of the most imperceptible contingencies. Now I simply cannot get my head around it. Could it be that I am dying? Oh no, Herba Taverna is blossom, I grant you, but then it blooms every year. Every year the steppe is filled with stupefying vapors. The issue I am having, however, has nothing to do with my fatigue. It's just that I've lost my ability to make distinctive events coincide. Everyone has that ability. What herb is that? No matter what the preternatural traits that the locals ascribe it to. Twire is all heady aroma, a bunch of superstitions and remarkably little else. Psychoactive properties after a fashion, but then so does simple wormwood. Visions caused by ingestion of belladonna or Jimson weed are much more fascinating than what Twire has to offer. Pity I'm not a botanist.
My arms are flaccid, as if made of cotton wool.
So you've traveled all the way here only to find that both people you wanted to see were brutally murdered. Is this how the story goes? I do hope your visit is not in any way related to those most unfortunate circumstances. I have to find whoever it was that killed Isidore and Simon. I wanted to ask your help. Sarov told me you have the gift for investing. I kind of want to ask her this. She dons the mask of absent-minded promiscuity, but this pose has nothing to do with what she really is. I'd be happy to be friends with her. She does not understand me, and rightfully so, considering her eminence. Can't believe my ears. Sooner or later, a fervent believer may emerge from within her, dissolving her completely in the object of her adoration, after which she will probably kill herself, but I'd rather talk no more of that. Alright.
This girl is a changeling. She's not the murderer.
She traveled all the way here to find that both people you wanted to see were brutally murdered. As the story goes, I have to find whoever it is that killed Isidore. I am certainly no better investigator than you. I never had a chance to search for a murder before. The best I can offer is to fill in the blanks with whatever mysterious supernatural entities seem most fitting. Shabnak Adir is the simple man's scarecrow. It would have followed a different narrative. What kind of narrative? Consider the circumstances of his death. They said Simon had locked himself up in the evening and consequently died in the morning inside the mansion in a chamber with some peculiar name. So it says that Simon was poisoned by the Canes. I would have thought, but I know their family all too well. Their mutual loyalty is only rivaled by their arrogance towards anyone who is not one of them. They hold that princely sage who stands at the head of their family in the highest esteem. They believe that it is a dishonorable act will tarnish the name for generations to come. I doubt any of them would have stooped to this, no matter whether they wanted to or not. Poison energy. I don't believe you understand what he died in focus really implies. Do you know what the cane referred to as focus? You don't seem to grasp the semantics of the term. These are the canes for you. These kinds of innuendos are the forte. What is focus? The focus is anything but an abstraction. Quite the opposite, in fact. It is governed by mathematically rigid regularities. You see, no one but the owner of a focus may get inside. This can only mean that Simon had brought the killer with him, or rather within him, since no physical object may be brought into the focus either. How do you know that? Who doesn't? The Canes are notoriously passionate about all manner of synthetic anomalies. They will never pass up the opportunity to devise a Kunststück that would allow them to warp space, challenge physics, or manipulate optics. Metaphysically, a focus can be compared to a camera obscura. Do note that the name is not unfitting. No, it is entirely impossible for someone to get inside. Curious conclusion, but an incorrect one. His bones were broken. Is that so? Well, this does introduce a different perspective. Did you say Isidore was the last person to see Simon? The question is, who did he see before? The sun had not yet set when Isidore returned from the steppe. However, he came to Simon well after midnight. The question naturally arises, where did he spend the missing few hours? This is what I'm trying to trace Isidore's steps. I want to walk the same route. Don't get me wrong, though. Isidore seen by Saburov, by chance? I don't know, but Alright, let me suggest then that while he was in the steppe, he saw or learned something that he wanted to report to all three ruling families. In this case, either of the Olm-Gimsky family should have been on his itinerary, especially since Barak was one of their own men. Definitely, the Bull Project, from the abattoir to the railway, is controlled by the Olm-Gimsky family. If Isidore's discovery had anything at all to do with the kin, Isidore would have certainly related to Vlad. So do make sure to pay a visit to the Lump. That's the name of the Olm-Gimsky mansion, or Olm-Gimsky mansions. Another fitting name, wouldn't you agree? Thank you, Yulia. What do I do without you? Okay, so now... Okay, so he would have reported it to all three families. So he would return it to the Saburovs, the Canes, and the Olm-Gimskys. Okay. Very cool. Thank you.
I should let some fresh air into the room, but I don't feel like it. My arm.
Okay. I mean, so far, what's happening in this game is I'm walking from one place to the next. I'm on a wild goose chase. And there's been no combat or no doctoring yet. It's just literally like investigator game. I'm investigating. Whoa, wowee. Hey, buddy. Town Hall is the most useless place in the whole town. I'm telling you, the only good thing is taking up space. It's more prominent building of backbone, sinister, and still useless. Because we are ruled by, well, the rulers. There are no officials around here. No need for them. You want to know what's up there? In the town hall, the post office, and the jail. Nothing more. It's fine. They'll finally repurpose the building someday. Return to school, maybe. Whatever the Philistine. How do I get to the backbone? How come you still haven't got a map? You're lost for good with that one. The backbone is in the knots. That's the middle part of the districts. In the gullet and the guzzle. Much obliged. Yeah, fuck am I? I'm right here. What time is it in the game? Because I gotta go to bed. My character's gonna have to go to bed soon. Jump, torch is F, plague finder, V. I'm hungry. Reputation's fine, health is fine, immunity's fine, exhaustion and hunger. How do you get food? My guy's hungry. Wait, give me the 12 gauge. Give me the buckshot. Oh, fuck, I just gave him that for free. Okay, so you use the needles as cash for children. You trade it with children. And then the children will give me fucking shotgun shells. I don't know why kids are carrying around shotgun shells, but you know, alright, sure. Alright, I'm learning. I've learned. I need a bottle for water. Am I gonna die of hunger or at some point here? My character's gonna have to go sleep pretty soon. But I need to eat. I need to go find food. They're just walking around, so. The children have fucking gunshot, like they have fucking bullets. Children are just carrying around bullets, bro. Like, alright.
I used to go out in the night.
My dear mother was
only
alive.
to be found someplace new in the morning.
Scared like a child herself, and I also think she's being tricked. Yes, her prophecies come true just like it's always been, but they are becoming two and more. Yes, she sees vague futures, and she always speaks the truth, just like the true mistress ought to. I can hardly believe that.
Yes?
I'm gonna let her keep her headache. She can have the headache. Okay, monster. Dude, this guy's got fucking aura. What the fuck? Aura max, bro. Can I sleep in his house? That'd be so funny. No, I'm good, bro. I'm not gonna sleep in your house. I'm gonna let your house chill.
Yes?
Ah, Bachelor Donkovsky, of course. Who else could be so dapper? I've heard quite a lot about you. Have you taken a look around? Be sure to check the state of the industry around here. We have our own ways. Have come to inspect this town? Come on, come now. That's precisely what I'm saying. The sanitary inspection testified last year that the Bull Project is in order. Nothing to cavil at. Good for you. I can see we're not really seeing eye to eye. The project is special, very special. That means common standards do not apply here. That would be very naive. Come back to that. Yeah, it's getting
So
everything
my
right.
Haruspex is the Ripper? Funny.
Fate of my colleague is Sidor Barak about the manner of his death, to be precise. So what if he did? I'm also aware what you're talking. What you talking about? Business, my curious friend, purely business. I have no interest in other subjects. It has nothing to do with you. And with that, I bid you. The door's behind you. Oh. Behind the big one. I'll find out the truth anyway.
Many a mickle makes a muckle.
Manner you're talking about. Be so kind as to mind your own manners. I had nothing to do with it. Hard for you to believe, isn't it? It used to be hard for many. Take my boy, for example, a scoffer, if I've ever seen one, and now even he believes it's real. He went off his head a bit. You're in the steppe now, esteemed sir. Eastern and backwards, the dead rise from their graves here, clay dummies dance, and bulls talk. Does he know the steppe well, that son of yours? No idea, I'm not a steppe man. These animals are the only interesting me as they are. I'm productive. All is good as long as the plow is pulled. As for how they're quacking amongst themselves, who would seriously take interest in that? Why was I cursed with a son like this? Oh, my sins, my grave sins. Your son bears little semblance to you. He rubs elbows with the rabble, the butchers, odong, shepherds and gatherers, learns their tongue, collects their legends. He doesn't keep them in check at all. They even dare to come visit him within the premises of this town. You see a worm creeping through the streets, he's definitely looking for my son. What's wrong with them visiting when his friends? They're dangerous, they're aggressive, and they hate everyone who isn't a steppe person. They'll jump you and kill you on the spot. They'll tear you up with the 13th and devour your flesh while you're still throwing fists at them. So if they're spotted within the town, countermeasures are taken. So what of your son? Hold your horses. You want to talk to my blockhead? No, you have nothing to talk about. He's not here, thankfully. I don't want you two to meet. You heard me? These are tradesmen's words, and I'll stick to them. I'll leave it at that. I don't think he was murdered. How could he, who created monocracy not perish? He couldn't. Not in this place. Balance requires. So Simon's course of action contradicted yours. What I'm saying is, when someone takes too much about themselves, they always have to ground down. That's how life works. Yet they say Simon was one of the Ben's circumstances, not the other way. No one seemed to doubt that. Simon has lived a very, very long life. Very long. He was a worthy man, but long doesn't mean eternal, does it? No one is to blame for his death. Examine the body, you'll see for yourself. It just happened. Cain won't let me examine the body. Well, that is temporary, a family tradition. He's not lying to you. He truly believes Simon was murdered. Were he to admit that Simon simply died of death, he'd probably go to his last home himself. The shock would be too much for the man. That's strange. Georgie Cain didn't seem very sentimental to me. Oh no! Bro, leave me alone, leave me alone! Fuck no, man. I'm getting away from that thing. Bro just told me that shit would kill me. Yeah, I'm not fucking with that. Maybe I should follow the worm. Hold up. Save him. If I die, I die. You know, it is what it is. Fists out. That was definitely some spooky shit going on though. Yeah, I gotta go back to Ava Jans, honestly. Because now we're kind of seeing a dead end here. going on here? What the fuck's going on here? Music time limit reached. Oh. There's a backslash.
What?
What was the termitary again? And those who have managed to escape from there are now being hunted. Capella told me all about this. Some of them have ran away, and someone hiding somewhere in town, and Capella is worried. Who's Capella? Big Vlad's daughter. A beloved daughter, too. She is wonderful. Has these abilities. The children follow her as if they were charmed, just like they followed a piper. And she said she wanted to save a fugitive from her family's wrath. Is that so? Capella and Vlad the Younger are poles apart. What's up? How's it going? Doing good. Hold up. I will be back. I will return.